Hello and welcome back to my garden. I am tired. It is the end of Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday evening and the sun has been out cooking me all day because I've been mowing the lawn and doing edging and watering, and it's just, I can't wait until the trees out in the orchard are more mature, like next year or the year after, and I don't have to water them as often. But many of the trees that I have out in the orchard are still young and tender, and I want to make sure that they get plenty of water. And last night, so Wednesday evening, we got a spritz, barely, not even a quarter of an inch, just got everything, they got the surface on everything wet, and then it stopped raining. So this morning I went around and did watering. But you didn't tune in to hear about my woes of watering. No, you tuned in because I said something in the title, perhaps about roses or the rose garden, something like that. As you can see, I still have lots of plants to plant out. I still have stuff to get out into the veg garden, although you'll be glad to know I did get my bush beans in place last night. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Just an empty bed. I'm not going to show you now because that's boring. But yeah, I still have lots of plants to get planted out. So I'm going to stop talking now and grab the plants. Let's head over to the rose garden. I'll show you what I'm planting. Alrighty, so here we are in the rose garden, and next to me here, hopefully you guys can see this in frame, is my Mr. Lincoln rose. It seems to have a little fungus on it right now, which is the point of what I'm going to be planting here. So it just seems to have some black spots, which is not unusual here in the south, I think, with the heat and humidity. So once I get done with this video, I'm just going to give this a good spray down with, I think it's called Rose RX. It's got neem oil and a couple other things in it. But I saw on the interwebs, and I don't know how true this is, so maybe you experienced gardeners know this, but apparently, allegedly, perhaps, some varieties or all varieties of salvia produce a gas, it's an off gas of the plant itself, that kills off or delays or stalls fungus on rose bushes. So I have a bunch of salvia. So that's what I'm going to be planting here right now. I'm just going to pull this mulch back. You guys have all seen this a million times before, but I'm really interested to know if this will help or hinder, or I don't know. So I'm just going to, like I said, pull this back, pop out. These are, by the way, Blue Victory salvias. I grew these from seed. Put that in there, tuck that in. There we go. I'm just going to do a clump of 3 right here. I think these are actually my last 3 Blue Victories. Pull the mulch back, and I'll water off camera. Let's go do the next batch of salvia that I have. Right over here, I have a gap and a lot of weeds. And this rose right here is Emily Bronte. And it has been going gangbusters, as many of the other roses, which I'll show you at the end, have been doing. They've been doing all very well. This one does not appear to have any black spot on it, so that's good. So no fungal issues there. So I'm just gonna, again, pull back the mulch. And this variety is Amore Salmon Salvia. Never grown this one before. Hopefully it does well. And all these varieties I'm planting, I think, are perennial. Hopefully they are. Hopefully they survive the winter and the year and the season, and they all grow well. If you're wondering, that's Red Hot Poker. That is Litchfield Angel if it's in shot. This is supposed to be Purple Sensation Allium, but it's white. All right, let's go do the next batch. The next ones I'm going to do are Salvia Big Blue. Now, you may have noticed we're not exactly close to that rose bush, but there's a Japanese holly right there, and I have these Summer Drummer Alliums, and it's daylily, and these are Easter Candy Bearded Iris. And I'm afraid if I put them over there, over time I'm going to have to move them because the holly bush will get a little too large. Well, will get larger. So I think I'm going to plant them right here, and I'm not sure how much I know or trust or believe this gas thing with the salvias helping or killing the fungus on rose bushes, but I think if anything, it'll look nice here amongst all the other plants. I hope. Let me get to planting. And now on to the main event over at the climbing rose. Okay, so right here at this corner of the climbing rose, I'm going to be planting up a plant that I got for $5 last year on clearance. I babied this right on through the winter, and it's proven winners, Clematis Pink Mink. Since the roses here, I believe this is called the Generous Gardener, and since they're pink, I thought, why not have some nice bright pink clematis flowers to go along with it to climb up the arbor here, my ghetto arbor here that I made last year. It's a little root bound. I kind of expected that. It has been sitting in a pot for, oh dear, a few months now. And some of these roots are a little rotted, so we're just going to clean that up. And I'm just going to tease some of these roots out. Hello, Mr. Earthworm. You have a new friend. Give it a good cover with the mulch. And hopefully, now that it has more room to spread its roots, it'll really start to take off in the next few weeks. Again, it's been stuck in a pot for probably close to a year, if not a year. And many of the roots on the bottom were sort of rotted. So hopefully now it's in the ground. It'll, again, spread those roots. It'll be happy in the ground and it'll start to thrive. So as promised, let me show you the rest of the roses. Okay, so my climbing rose right here at the corner of the rose garden is the Generous Gardener, as I mentioned. And last year I made this rebar ghetto trellisy thing, which I hope Generous Gardener grows to the promised 15 feet and covers it all up. Over here, you may have noticed, this was another rose that I got last year on clearance. Looks a little rough. This is Olympiad V. McCook. Over here, these three are Earth Angel roses, and they're all grown from cuttings. All right, we've had some technical issues, and Sophie had to go play with a friend next door. So let me show you the last few rose bushes here in the rose garden. Over here we have Thomas A. Beckett. Next to that, this one is Emily Bronte. You guys saw that before, earlier in the video. Next to that one, just starting to wake up, is Litchfield Angel. And then next to that one is Desdemona. They are really, really flowering this year. And then towards the end over here, this one is Olivia Rose Austin. Funny enough though, or strangely enough, no real flowers on this side. Just the sunny side, I would guess. Let's take a closer look. I need to get in here and do some deadheading, but they are nice flowers. And then over there is Mr. Lincoln, and he's not doing anything right now, but he does have a little fungal issue, so I'll have to address that tonight. That's what's going on here in my rose garden. The plan was this year to focus a lot of my energy onto the new flower beds, which I intend to do. But I did have, like I said, that one clematis which I wanted to get in here. And I did read that little bit of information about salvia. How true or how effective it will be, I don't know. But I figured why not add some of the remaining salvia that I had here in the rose garden just to sort of beef it up a bit. Next year I'll be coming back hopefully and spending a lot of time on new beds here in the rose garden, and I'll of course bring you guys along for that. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, click that bell icon to be notified when I do post a new video. This weekend I'm going to try to get some more stuff planted over in the flower garden, and I think I have one or two of the raised beds which I need to address and take care of, and then get stuff planted in that. Because even though my growing season is long, the sooner you plant stuff, the sooner it can get established, and then the sooner it can deal with the brutal heat that we have here down in eastern North Carolina. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Please check out all the links below. Oh, thank you to all the new subscribers. We've gotten some new subscribers, and I think that's going to wrap it up for today. It's getting dark. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.